And a pleasant good evening, everyone. MASL Soccer here on YouTube. Glad to have you along. John Wilsbach with you. A rare Thursday night game as the Harrisburg Heat at 2-10-1 entertain Utica City FC with a 7-4-1 record. Utica City currently holding the number 6 spot in the MASL standings. They have won both meetings this season against the Harrisburg Heat. The first one a squeaker of 7-6. The second one 12-5 over the Harrisburg Heat. The Heat coming off of 2 losses in Tacoma this past weekend. And they are struggling right now. They have lost their last 5 games. Utica City has won 3 in a row. We're happy to bring you this MASL soccer game on MASL TV. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. MITRE is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League, established in 1817. MITRE is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at MITRE, that's MITRE.com. Now starting in net for the Harrisburg Heat will be Hugo Silva. 2-9-1 on the season, 7.60 goals against average, 161 saves. That's 4th in the MASL. And starting for Utica City in net. First start of the season. Babacar Cisse. And getting the nod over the always solid Andrew Coughlin. Babacar Cisse, your starting keeper, 6'3". He has not seen any action in any of the games this season as Utica City is in the white and the Harrisburg Heat in the purple. So welcome to the MASL this season. Cisse. Ball sent down by Harris. He'll dump it down into the corner. Right along the box. Cisse grabs on. Down the neutral zone. Harris trying to make a block. Midfield, here's Harris again. Plays it over to the right side. Only game on the East Coast. Well, technically, in the Midwest, you've got the Strikers and Texas Outlaws tonight, too. There's a shot at the top by Bordeaux, blocked. Hugo protecting it in traffic, sends it out for Harris. They'll tap it down along the near side. Racing forward is Zach Perry. It's sent back the other way. Heat on a near side. Avila. They'll play it down the near boards, but intercepted and sent the other way. Little foot race there. Mino had to do a little defending as the ball comes back out front. And Utica City sets it up again. Anthony Wright. Check that. Belliard getting pressure from Pinal. Ball sent down toward the corner. Comes right back out. Oliva. Heat again with another steal. And we'll get the foul call. Well, Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help our athletes battle aching joints and muscles. Learn more or try yourself by visiting greendropcompression.com. On the near side is Berger. All played down along the near boards. Somo. Dumped in by Oliva. All played out to the point. Nobody home there for Utica City. They'll send it back down into the corner. Vinny Dantas, his shot snuffed. He's still trying to clear it out, but kept alive by Utica City. Oliva again. They'll send it over to the opposite side. Dantas right there, back out. Woods will play it to the middle. On the near boards is Stevens. Almost intercepted by Francis. He does come up with the steal and takes it down along the far boards. He'll chip it down toward the right side, but it's headed back out. Nice played. Somo brings it across midfield. He'll work it in. The shot blocked out of play. Jose Taveras, a scratch in this one. Ronaldinho is also a scratch. Torchy Coughlin was not in for this one. Nelson Santana also not here, the former Heat player. Adriano Dos Santos suspended for 1 game for the Harrisburg Heat. Also scratched Brummett, Betcher, also Schenfeld. Frank Glorioso's been out with an injury. He brought in George Navarrete, who served as keeper last year as the backup. Hugo's going to roll it over to the far side. They'll get it back. Setting it down the near boards, it's poked out. That'll be a kick in for the Heat. Tavernisi down there, what a season he's having so far. 7th in the league in goal scoring. He's 16 goals and 5 assists. Former Utica player. Trying to get him the ball down around the box, let him finish. Loose on the far side. Yuri trying to keep it away from Utica City, and now gets a little help from Zach Perry. All played out of midfield. Villa circling around. Here's a steal and a 2-on-1. Ball played over to the right side, but just a little bit behind Bordeaux. Villa sends it back out of midfield. He's taking their time, working it around. De Silva out there. He had a good weekend last weekend, despite the losses. Ball dumped down for Harris. Oh, he's got a step. Left side, tips it up. Hits above the crossbar. Headed back over to the left and grabbed onto by Cisse. Good opportunity there for the Heat, keeping things alive. Cisse getting some pressure. Now it's sent back out. Francis trying to use the board, knocked it out. It'll be a kick in coming up. Ort Signs is the official sign sponsor for the Harrisburg Heat. Thanks to our good buddy Rod Ort. No score here. 9-10 to play in the first. Far side Oliva. On the near boards, Pinal. Pinal shoots it just wide, knocked to the side by Hugo. He'll grab on. Harris on it in his own end. Needs a little help back there. Domino. Avila. Soft pass, causing a little bit of a problem there outside that yellow line. Had to tie things up there briefly. Belliard on the near boards and back in center circle. Onto the Strikers and Texas Outlaws are the only other game tonight. Tomorrow, Baltimore's up at Tacoma for the lone game on a Friday night as we get the foul against the Heat. A bunch of games on Saturday and a few on Sunday. Of course, the Heat are home Saturday and Sunday against Kansas City. Want to see the Heat fans out here in force for their Harrisburg Heat. They're not out of this yet. Maybe in next to last place right now, but get a few game winning streak going and you're back in the playoff hunt at that number 8 spot. Midfield, Harris using the body, comes up with it. Has it knocked away by Oliva, who takes it all the way back deep in his own end. All played up the far side. Somo. Harris almost again comes up with that steal. Oliveira. He's got some scoring going on. The most goals this season, 24. He's third in points with 34. Cisse gets it, sends it up the middle, headed back the other way. Headed back in again, Hugo with the easy grab. Hugo sending it down the near side. Francis will cross it to the opposite side. Harry works it down in, but brought back out. Sent to the middle, an open shot, but up and out of play for Keaton Woods. We've got timeout. 6:46 to go on the first. No score, Harrisburg and Utica City. This is MASL Soccer on MASL TV.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at harrisburgheat.com.
What we do? What are you guys going to yell?
Register your son or daughter for a Heat clinic run by Heat players pregame, and it includes a game ticket. To find out how, go to harrisburgheat.com. Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at harrisburgheat.com.
What we do? What are you guys going to yell?
No score midway through the first. Fans for 32 years. Friedmont has been an industry leader in service and education. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Choose wisely and call Friedmont. Friedmont's growing. If you're a branch, team, or individual looking for a better opportunity, you can contact them email-wise, info@friedmont.com, NMLS 2893 for Friedmont Mortgage. Play back on. Out of midfield. Utica City on it. Down along the near side. 10. Almaty. Cleared out by Francis. Nice intercept for the Heat there in traffic. Panton taking it over to the far side. Comes back up with it. Crosses near side for Perry. Perry gets tripped up along the near boards. Nothing called. They say it was a clean pick, and back the other way comes Utica City. Nice save by Hugo on that left side on Oliveira. Once again, the Heat trying to bring it out. Silva, Hugo, up the middle. Knocked forward, but toward the corner and kicked right back out. Cisse. Avila comes back out with it. He'll work into the right side, sends it off the boards, loose in the middle. Knocked wide, but still loose down in front. There's a chance there. Razi and Ang. But Ang could not finish it. Brought back out again in midfield. Gamino. Near side for Villa. Anang near the top. Right side, Harris shot, save. Still loose down the corner. Ball dumped down again. Cisse grabs on. Utica City with it now. Still no score. Just inside the yellow. Good block there by Yuri, but that one hurt. They'll work it around the perimeter, out front, down the slot. Hugo again. Putting the body in front. Yuri trying to get rid of it in the corner. Getting some pressure there from Belliard. It's cleared out. Out at center circle. Comes a little run for the Harrisburg Heat. Gamino. Avila, he oversteps. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first, no score. Utica City changing up. They'll dump it down far side. Penal sends it back in midfield. Now Tavernisi trying to get it, still loose. Now it's Francis. Dumping it down to the corner. Panton. Oliva. Brought back the other way. Here comes a little 4-on-2 run down that left side. Stolen away by Francis. Now it's a 2-on-1. Make it a 3-on-2. Francis trying to pass to the right. A good hustle back there by Keaton Woods. Quickly the other way, Somo has his pocket poked. And over on the left side, ball sent into the middle by Dantas. And again, they cleared out, both teams getting a couple little runs, but not getting any quality shots off. 2:40 to go in the fast-moving first quarter. Utica City maneuvering around. Now they'll use Alvis to play it out at midfield. Oliveira. He'll leave it near the yellow line. Cisse. Sending it down. Hugo has it. Ball dumped down into the corner. Bordeaux sends it out. Comes Utica City again. Little runs, but nothing happening. Andrade to the right side. Get over there to Almaty. Take it back out of midfield to Berger. On the near side again. Andrade shot knocked down by Hugo. start here. Outside their own yellow, they'll dump it down. Quick little 2-on-1 develops here for Utica City. Shot on Hugo, he makes the block. And the Heat able to clear it back out. Under a minute to go in the first. No score. Teams trying to create opportunities but not having any success. Hugo's had to make the bulk of the stops thus far. Utica City has outshot Harrisburg 12-1 thus far here in the first. Trying to keep it in the Utica zone. Guarded there by Belliard, all the way back alongside the box. Penal's trying to get it out of traffic, at least gets it out of midfield with 15 seconds to go. Heat with a chance. Cisse able to stop it. We have played one. No score, Harrisburg and Utica City. Back with the second quarter. This is Harrisburg Heat Soccer on MASL Soccer on YouTube.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Register your son or daughter for a Heat clinic run by Heat players pregame, and it includes a game ticket. To find out how, go to harrisburgheat.com. Freedmont Mortgage Group, with a 5-star rating and over 30 years of helping home buyers and homeowners. Freedmont is recognized as one of the top lenders. Refinance, home purchase, commercial loans, SBA loans, and zero money down programs offered. Complimentary home warranty on qualifying purchases, too. For more information, contact them at freedmontmortgage.com or 800-955-8508. And available 7 days a week. NMLS number 1846.
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at harrisburgheat.com. Boys and girls, indoor and outdoor. harrisburgheat.com.
Well, not much of an offensive opportunity there for the Harrisburg Heat at first. They only had 2 shots on net. Utica City outshot them 12-2, but it's a scoreless first quarter. Fans, Frank's Marble and Granite, longtime Heat supporter. Over 30 years helping people improve their homes with granite, quartz, and marble. No other company can match your service, quality, or reputation. Everything is done here in Pennsylvania, too. Frank's Marble and Granite, they are the best in the biz. And pregame or anytime is a great time for the Millworks, just minutes away here from the arena in Midtown Harrisburg. Custom craft beers, art gallery, amazing food. The Millworks restaurant and brewery. You catch MASL every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports, Galazzo Network. Alex Mastrovansky and Phil Levanco, joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. Well, the Heat are back home on Saturday, 7:05, Sunday, 5:05. Hope you join us here. Get your tickets at Harrisburg Heat.com. Just looking up the stats here in the bio from the Utica City website on Babacar Cisse and striking out. I fully expected Andrew Coughlin to be here. And Cisse right now keeping it scoreless, as is Hugo for the Harrisburg Heat. All sent around the boards. As Hugo has it, the Heat are going from our right to left. Out on the far side. Heat trying to move it in with Uri. Utica City comes back up with it. On the near side, they'll work it. Shot, good kick save by Hugo on Solo. Here's another restart. All Utica City thus far as Hugo snags one alongside the boards. Da Silva trying to clear it out, goes in front. Utica City wide open, but Da Silva makes the save with the foot down on the goal line. Well, he messed up trying to clear it out, but made up for it with the nice block down in front. But a great opportunity there for Utica City. Restart coming up once again for Utica City, just outside the yellow line. Mike Da Silva. All right, Utica City again. This time it's tapped over to the far side by Oliveira. Still kept back in the corner. He's trying to get it out. Da Silva makes a nice block with the body on that shot by Amati. They'll send it back for Hugo, who has to chip it up the middle of the field. Panton trying to catch up to it, can't. It's knocked again the other way. Bordeaux getting it down, but it goes right to Hugo. Hugo will pick it up. Sent down along the near side. Ozzie Anang out for Da Silva. Kerstetter make that Francis chipping it high, up and out of play. No score here in the first, or rather in the second quarter. That first really did go by so fast. Utica City leads this series 2-0. Anang playing into the far side for Harris. Anang at center circle. It's bumped off the play by Oliva. Right side. Man, put right in front by Pinal, but he just led too far and wide. Another opportunity there by Utica City they could not take advantage of. Here's Harris trying to get it out of his own end. Heat right now are battling some injuries. One of the reasons De Silva's back there on that back line is this one gets kicked out of play. Ball played back along the near boards. He trying to come up with it, sending it around. In front was Shear. Now dumped the other way. Ball sent down in the corner again. Here's Dantas. Leaning back, trying to get position. Looking for a little help from Alvis. And Utica City will set things back up. Just Stevens in midfield. Far side will be Woods. Back out for Alvis. On the near side, D'Andrade. Woods again. Trying to squeak in, but Harris with a nice pick of the pocket. Brings it back out. He'll tap it down along the near side for Uri, but couldn't maintain possession. Here comes Utica City again. Silva helping out. Hugo comes up with it. Quickly fires it the other way. Uri down the near boards against Dantas. Moves towards the middle. Chips it down into the corner. He trying to keep that ball deep. Oliva's able to clear it out though. D'Andrade. Now it's Francis. Back at his own line. Kerstetter setting it up and brought back out again. This time chipped down into the corner, trying to get it to belly yard, but Hugo comes up with it. Hugo setting it up the middle and knocks off of an out of play. .9:22 to go in the second, no score. Heat again coming up with a steal in the midfield by Anthony Wright, but giving it back away. Oliveira shot, blocked out by De Silva. It'll be a corner kick coming up. It's Comprehensive Financial Associates, the official financial provider and planner for the Harrisburg Heat, with former and current players or clients. So contact CFA for your financials at Comprehensive Financial Associates. Corner kick coming up here for Utica City. Bordeaux will restart things. He'll play to the wing. It comes out to Pinal. His shot is just wide. De Silva trying to clear it out. Pokes it. Sent down. Saved by Hugo. Still loose down around the box. And then finally poked down along the near side by the Heat. And some more opportunities there by Utica City. They've been peppering Hugo and some opportunities, some good blocks. This shot goes wide left by Pinal. The shot total right now is 18-3 in favor of Utica City. I know the Heat have 3 games in 4 days, and you got to save some gas in the tank all weekend. Utica City has yet to take advantage of these opportunities. A rough one coming up with Kansas City. Saturday and Sunday. Kansas City currently 3rd in the MASL. Loose far side. Belliard trying to get rid of it, playing it back, and up along the near boards comes Berger. Midway through the second, no score. Now from the left side, Utica City, another block by the Harrisburg Heat. I'll say that was Francis on that one. Comes back again midfield. Oliva playing it over. Berger takes over. He'll dump it down. This one goes up and out. And we have reached the midway point here of the second. No score, Harrisburg and Utica City. This is MASL Soccer on YouTube.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASL iFootball, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASL iFootball to sign up, get started, and play.
Still no score here in the second. John Wilsbach with you in Harrisburg. Don't forget that Papa John's, the Heat score 4 promotion, still with us. Thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central PA. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, use the code HEAT4 the next day on papajohns.com or the Papa John's app. Save 40% off your entire order. That's the code HEAT4, H-E-A-T, and the number 4. For 40% off your online Papa John's order the next day when the Heat score 4. And at this rate, we're not getting there. You're struggling right now to get any offensive momentum in this. They have been outshot 20-3. Luckily, the scoreboard's the only thing that matters because it's still 0-0. And the Heat will restart things. Hugo with it. Francis. Down along the near boards to Tavernisi. Back for Francis and over to Hugo. Hugo dumps it down for Tavernisi, knocks it around the boards. He's able to grab on. Utica City with it again. They'll fire it up the middle of the field, busted up there nicely by Perry. Harris trying to move it down into the Utica zone, battling with Oliva. And then they'll call the foul on Harris. Quickly, Utica City looks to restart. Out of midfield, couple bodies colliding. Dantas, one of those. Foul called against the Heat. Quickly, Utica City restarts. Stevens along the near side, but Dantas is down and still injured at midfield. He was rolling a little bit there with the ankle, gets up and goes off the field a little gimpy. So he's off the field. Utica City will restart things. Kind of took a little Malachi crunch out there near center circle going for that ball. Restart here for Utica City. Andrade. Stevens. Silva. Now it's Oliveira. Back out of midfield. Gio Alvis. Intercepted by Francis. He tries to dump it down thinking he has Cisse out of position. He wasn't. And shot it wide anyhow, but gets down there quickly. The Heat put the pressure on, cleared back out. Now to Silva on it. Nice job at protecting it. Keeping it away from Oliveira. Hugo will send it up the field. On the near side. Heat sending it down to the right side. Panton. Make that Yuri. Trying to create things with Anang. Here comes Utica City again. Another opportunity. Play to the right side. A shot blocked on Pinal. Cleared out by the Heat. It's Panton again. Ball sent in on Hugo. Makes another save and grabs on. Still scoreless. A lot of opportunities for Utica City. Still unable to capitalize though. Need to come up with some big blocks thus far in the contest. Usually you don't see that many. By halftime, the Heat are already up to 13 blocks in this game. Out of midfield once again. Oliva blocked out. .343 to go in the second. Restart coming up. Oliveira at the point, plays it to the opposite side. And in the corner, sent around the boards, loose in front. Hugo grabs on the redirection of Keaton Woods. Ball sent in front. Oh, that was a blast across the middle by Wright. Restart coming up for the Heat, the top of the arc. Might be their first good opportunity here on a restart. They only have 3 shots on goal thus far. Francis, blast, got deflected. Look out, here comes Utica City with numbers. And Hugo comes outside the yellow, does a great job at keeping it away from Oliveira. This time it's Francis. Nice little poke away, and Harris comes up with it. Francis down in the corner. And we're going to get a pushing foul on Harris. Away from the play, saying that he made some contact there with Silva. Down the near side, Utica City again. And Mike De Silva. Another great defensive job taking that ball back. .222 to go in the second. Still scoreless. First half. This time, Kerstetter making the block. Alvis playing it over onto the far side. The shot goes wide to the left side by D'Andrade. Now here come the Heat with another run. Uri getting it to Harris. Gets a keeper out of position. Goal! Malcolm Harris. And the Heat, hardly with any shots in this game, have taken a 1-0 lead. Time of the goal, 13:47 of the second. Malcolm Harris. Riley Uri's going to get the assist. And it's 1-0 in favor of the Harrisburg Heat. Nice blast there. Top shelf, upper corner. You got Cisse down. Great job there for Malcolm Harris on the Harrisburg Heat. Able to clear it back out in midfield. Hard to believe that Harrisburg has been outshot as much as they have been in this contest, and they lead it 1-0. 26 shots thus far by Utica City. Because it doesn't matter the quantity, only the quality. Malcolm Harris with his 5th goal of the season. Ball dumped down into the corner. Oliveira sends it on. It gets by Hugo. Hits inside the post. Hugo still keeps it out. Oh, that one just somehow slipped by him. And again, the Heat get lucky. Hugo tosses this one high up the middle. Anang on it with 10 seconds to go in the half. Ball kicked out at midfield. It'll be a kick in for Utica City. With 6 seconds to go here in the half. And a 1-0 Heat lead. I think they're going to pull Cisse. Go with another attacker. They had too many men on the field there for a moment. He sure did. A little give and go, trying to get to Oliveira. He thought he got yanked down. But Utica City also had an extra man on. As Cisse was back in the box, and they wanted him to come off the field, but he never saw it. And I believe we've got the challenge flag thrown. by Coach Healy. I don't blame him, because the bench was yelling for Cisse to come off. I didn't quite see who the player was that they had over there about 7 feet off the bench. And I think we're going to get a review here before halftime to see if we have a penalty going into the second half. So the question is right in front of the Utica City bench. Will it be too many men on the field or not? Well, we'll take a look at it ourselves, if we can. Maybe we won't. If we can go back before the half, right at the restart with the several seconds on the clock. That's where the incident took place, when it took place, right when they were about to restart at midfield. We're not seeing any replays right now. Oh, here we go. Well, you can't see it. It would have been to the backside. Might have to go to that long camera. It was back all the way on the left side of the bench, closer to the midfield where they had the extra attacker on. Here we go. Maybe, yep. That one's not going to see it either. I think they're going to get away with it because I don't think either camera exposes the fact that they had a man out there on that restart. Right here when they put the ball down is when he comes on the field from his bench, and they're trying to get Cisse off. I just don't believe there's enough evidence for him to change it. There, oh, you can see it there. You could briefly see that sixth attacker run on to the field at that restart. But will it be enough? Nope, they didn't see enough of it. All right, we've reached halftime. 1-0 Harrisburg Heat leading Utica City. Stay tuned for the halftime show. News from around the league. And we'll be talking to Paul Wright for a few minutes at the end of halftime here. When we come back, this is Harrisburg Heat Soccer on YouTube.
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at harrisburgheat.com. Boys and girls indoor and outdoor. harrisburgheat.com.
With 6 miles, runway 6 right, cleared on.
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at harrisburgheat.com.
What do we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASLI Football, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASLI Football to sign up, get started, and play.
Freedmont Mortgage Group, with a 5-star rating and over 30 years of helping home buyers and homeowners. Freedmont is recognized as one of the top lenders. Refinance, home purchase, commercial loans, SBA loans, and zero money down programs offered. Complimentary home warranty on qualifying purchases, too. For more information, contact them at freedmontmortgage.com or 800-955-8508. And available 7 days a week. NMLS number 1846.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Shoots, he scores!
This is the MASL in 5. What's going on, folks? I'm Alex Bastiavansky. Great to see you again. I'm here to get you caught up on everything that's gone down in the league over the past few days, and I've only got 5 minutes to do it. So let's go.
Jaime Romero y Eric Tobar. Va con Tobar. De derecha el disparo y el gol!
This was the home-and-home series everyone had been waiting for. Chihuahua and San Diego, the top two teams in the standings right now. The Savage continued their dominance at Corner Sport Arena, taking their home portion of the series 8-5 on Friday. Back in San Diego on Sunday, though, different story. Tavoy Morgan potted 2 for the Sockers. They won the return match 5-2. The surprise of the weekend, no question about it, came from the Texas-Milwaukee tilt. The Outlaws led by 2 with just over a minute left, but the Wave would complete a dramatic comeback. Ian Bennett tying it up with just 10 seconds left on the clock, but the Outlaws dug deep in overtime.
This touch there by Breno as Chavez coming forward, shot at a goal. David Stankovic scores for the Outlaws. They win it 7-6.
Texas head coach Eddie Puskarich, a happy man. That was just the Outlaws' second win of the season, and it came against the powerful Wave. Another dramatic finish came from the Baltimore Empire game. Jesus Pacheco tied it up at 3 apiece late in the game for the Blast. Cue the overtime heroics for Empire.
Back in overtime, it's Brian Orozco in a hurry. He fires it. Brian Orozco, upper left corner. Strikers win. Strikers win. Brian Orozco with the game winner. Uncle Franz, there you are again. Your upper corner where you keep the good stops.
Great goal, great call. Harrisburg visited Tacoma for 2 games. These contests had huge playoff implications. Both teams needed the wins desperately. Ultimately, it was the Stars that got the points they needed. The Heat were competitive, but Tacoma triumphed 8-4 Friday, 8-7 Sunday. Kudos to Tacoma superstar Nick Pereira. After competing in the MASL All-Star Game in Utica last Wednesday, no break for Nick. He hurried back to Grit City and was instrumental in their 2 wins, racking up 3 goals and 1 assist. And another chapter was written in the Battle of Missouri. St. Louis gave Kansas City all they could handle last weekend. They even led 4-3 in the 4th quarter. Beautiful goal there by Carvalho, but it was all Comets from that point on. They ultimately pulled away for the 8-5 victory. St. Louis enters this weekend 3 points out of a playoff spot. Okay, your Green Drop Players of the Week: in goal, Brian Orozco from Empire. Defensively, Cesar Cerda from San Diego. And on offense, Jorge Rios from Chihuahua. Let's start with Jorge's body of work. Huge weekend, 6 points, 3 goals, and 3 assists for the Chihuahua marksmen as they split those 2 games against the San Diego Sockers. And defensively, it was the soccer man himself, Cesar Cerda. Huge in those 2 games for San Diego. 15 blocks he racked up for the boys in blue. And in goal, it was Brian Orozco. Yeah, he made some big saves, but he also came up with one of the goals of the week, as you are about to see now in our MASL Plays of the Week.
Pino will shoot it into the corner for Reggett. Reggett bangs it off the glass, and then on the volley shot! Oh, Henry!
Here's Pereira bringing it down. Sends his own ball off the boards, and Souza goes airborne, answers back just moments later.
Chance for one more shot, maybe. Breno drives it in! Ian Bennett! Shot a goal! We're all tied at 6.
Kelvin in the attacking third, from his left to his right, and he scores a banger. 3-1 Team Kelvin, he's got 2.
Kill unit on the field for the Harrisburg Heat. Pereira settles. Pereira juggles. He turns. Volleys. Nick Pereira, you are magnificent.
This touch there by Breno as Chavez coming forward, shot at a goal. David Stankovic scores for the Outlaws. They win it.
For a one-timer, but here we are back in overtime. It's Brian Orozco in a hurry. He fires it. Brian Orozco, upper left corner. Strikers win. Strikers win. Brian Orozco with the game winner. Uncle Franz, there you are again. Your upper corner where you keep the good stuff.
And that is going to wrap things up for today. But just a reminder to stay up to date with everything that's going on in the league all throughout the season. Be sure to check out the MASL's official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.
Welcome back at halftime in Harrisburg. 1-0, the Harrisburg Heat leading Utica City FC. John Wilsbach with you at halftime. Always great to find a former MASL, MISL player here in the stands. And look who's visiting us. One of the all-time greats, Paul Wright, formerly with Baltimore, San Diego. In fact, you just got your jersey retired in San Diego a couple seasons ago.
I did. Well, thanks for having me. First
Yeah.
of all. But yeah, that was a tremendous an occasion. What a great night that was.
You have been one of the all-time great competitors in this league. Fiery, wanting to win, wanting to score. Now what are you doing?
Yes, yeah, I took it seriously. I was all about winning. But now I have a speed training company called Speed to Burn that I run out of in San Diego. And we train all different athletes, soccer, football, basketball, baseball, track and field. But yeah, the goal is to get all my athletes faster.
Yeah. Playing in Baltimore, successful program down there. Playing in San Diego, one of the all-time great successful programs as well. Did you have a preference, which one you loved? I know you still live in San Diego, so I would have to think that's a little higher on your list.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of playing for some great franchises. But obviously San Diego has got to be the one. I've won 7 championships there, so I've got to put that on top.
You have played with and against a lot of competitors in this league, and I know you're friends with a lot of them. Came back this weekend. You're seeing some of those guys around, but who are some of the other greats that you've stayed in touch with over the years?
Oh yeah, it's been a great week out here, hanging out with some old friends: Tariq Walker, Lance Johnson, Timmy Whitman, catching up with Kevin and Pat, and this just goes on and on. I've got some really good friends that I've stayed in touch with over the years here, so yeah, definitely got a warm spot for this side of the country.
Did you have any ambition at all to stay involved in this league or try to do some coaching or anything with that?
Not really. I really just wanted to get out and do my own thing. You know, I've always just kind of been that kind of person where I want to work for myself. I want to do my own thing, and you know, it's been great to be around the league and be around. I was in the Empire last year, Soccer's this year, helping out SDFC in MLS. And so, yeah, I'm still around the game. It's just, you know, from not hands-on like it used to be. So I kind of like it that way.
Well, you get to sit in the stands, eat some nachos, and not get any injuries. The body's holding up great. You look in great shape.
Thank you. Yeah, I get to work out all the time with my athletes, so it keeps me fit. And yeah, you know, talking to Timmy yesterday, he's still running the gym. He still looks fit as ever too. So yeah, we're just kind of cut that way.
The Harrisburg Heat battles were always great battles when you played against them. Some great defenders went up against you. Can you talk about the guys like Richard Chinapoo and Bob Lilly and the Todd Smiths and so on down the line?
Yeah, no, there's some great players. We were just talking about Franklin McIntosh. I think he was one of the best players I've ever played against on the other side over here in Harrisburg. But yeah, the list goes on and on. DeBrito, Chinapoo, like you said. But a lot of respect for those guys. We all battled on the field, but I think we had a lot of respect for each other after the field. And, you know, most of the time we left it on the field. Sometimes we didn't, though.
Right. Yeah, we've heard those stories, but we're going to stop on that one. Before I let you go, greatest memory. Do you have any one greatest memory or greatest win of those championships?
I know Timmy doesn't want to hear this, but it's got to be the 3-second goal that we scored in 3 seconds in Baltimore over the Blast. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to hate me for this, but yeah, that's probably the fondest memory I've had.
Well, I wish we had more time to talk to you here at halftime. It's always great seeing you, and when we get out to San Diego, I remember seeing you several seasons ago when I was out there, and glad you were able to make it back. Hope to see you around the league a little bit more, and you're always welcome on our broadcast.
Appreciate you having me.
All right, Paul Wright, longtime indoor professional soccer player, one of the all-time greats, joining us at halftime. 1-0 in favor of the Heat. We'll come back with your second half here on MASL TV. Well, it's 1-0 in favor of the Harrisburg Heat. Only one goal. That's it, and you would have thought it would have been for Utica City after all the chances they had. But the only goal for the Harrisburg Heat in the second quarter. It came at 13:47. And here's Malcolm Harris, who gets the opportunity. Brought up the field. Yuri plays it over. Harris gets free, turns, First one blocked, second one, he finds it. Take a look at the end zone here. But Malcolm Harris doing a great job staying with it. Because that first one comes right back to him, and he just finishes it off top shelf. Here he gets the assist. 1-0 is the scoring. And get this, shots on goal in the first half, 27-6. Yeah, Utica City has outshot Harrisburg 27-6, but the Heat lead it on the scoreboard. Don't want to jinx them, but the biggest problem the Harrisburg Heat have had this season have been in the second half and down the stretch in games. So the Heat have got to make sure that they can put together a better second half here, because they were living on the blocks in that first half, no doubt about it. How many blocks did they have? Looking at the stats real quick. 15. 15 blocks for the Harrisburg Heat. So we'll start this second half. The Heat will be going from our left to right. Once again, thanks to Paul Wright, former Baltimore Blast, San Diego soccer great. Played with a few other teams over the years. And the Heat will go with Hugo. And we've got a change in net again. Utica City is going with Andrew Taylor for the second half. So they had Cisse in the first half, his first game. And now Andrew Taylor getting the nod. This one gets sent around. Hugo grabs on. On the left side, move it in. Shot, in front goal. Oliveira able to finish it off. It was sent down by Amati. And Kelvin Oliveira leads this league in goals. Able to finish it off. So right there you see Amati. On the backside, Oliveira able to finish it off. Time of the goal, 55 seconds of the third. That's his 25th goal of the season. And it's 1-1. This is where the Heat have gotten themselves in trouble. Into that one game, they are leading down in Baltimore, I want to say 7-2 or 7-3, and then lost it in the second half. We've got to come out with a better second half here as we get the tripping foul against Pinal. Or as Pinal went down, I should say. So the restart for Utica City. Out at center circle. We'll dump it down into the left corner. Left wing boards. Pinal sending it back out. Alvis. Pinal. Poked back out by De Silva. Heat give it away again. Utica City move it in. Heat able to block it off to the side. Belliard on it. They'll bring it back out. "1-1 is our score. Shot just wide right. Man, really Dantas. Got a lot of that one. Andrew Taylor, he's out of Baldwinsville, New York. 6'3", 185-pound keeper. Utica City getting a couple guys some experience tonight. Here's a shot and another save by Hugo down the slot. With Andrew Coughlin out for this game. Dantas winds up, score! Took it from the near side, moved it to the middle, and just pulled that trigger down bottom right corner. Time of the goal, 2:53. Sixth goal of the season for Vinny Dantas. Lava will get the assist. 2-1 Utica City. Ball sent down the corner, took the hard bounce, and out it goes on Hugo Silva. He can't get frustrated. Only down by one. Pat Healy has seen this happen, though, so many times this season. He's won goal games or where his team has led and then late giving it away. People clear it back out of midfield. Avila, far side, up and out of play. Was it touched? They're saying it was touched. Yeah, they're saying Andrew Taylor touched it. So it'll be a corner kick coming up here for the Heat. Harris will restart it. Far corner looking. Plays it to the middle, comes over to the right side. Nice block on the shot by Kerstetter. Trying to get it down to Tavernisi. Utica City able to clear it back out. Dump down near the top, shot just wide. Olivier had another opportunity there. Just wide of the right post, brought back in. Harris gets back, but the foul called against the Heat. Fans get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcast, MASL shows, highlights, and more on MASL TV. Ball knocked off the boards. Olivier can't get the shot off on that one. Brought back out by an egg. 2-on-1 develops down that left side. He'll play it over to right. He'll move toward the top. Tries pulling the trigger with the left, but that gets blocked. Goes out of play. It'll be a kick in for the Harrisburg Heat. Early here in the third, 2-1 in favor of Utica City. Start coming up here for Mike Da Silva of the Harrisburg Heat. Out of midfield, Perry will tap it over to the opposite side. Here comes Yuri trying to move in, but stolen away from him. Utica City on the counter attack. Oliveira plays it over to his right side. Back out of midfield. Oliva. Andrade moving into the left. Plays it back out again. Stevens to the far side. Center circle again. Oliva. 2-1 Utica City. They're working. A little spin move there. Good poke away to the Harrisburg Heat. By right. Taylor will send it back out, though, for Utica City. He's trying to keep a little pressure on up front with an aim. Ball sent down to the left side. Shot just wide by Penal. Went behind. Hugo knocked off the boards and right back out. It has been a shooting gallery on him in this contest. Out shooting the Heat 33-9. Ball sent down again. Vinny Dantas. And the foul whistled against Silva of Utica City. So Hugo comes over. Harris, who has the lone Heat goal, has it outside the yellow. Ball headed in the air, but right to the hands of Taylor. Ball played up on the near side to Berger. Looking to get it out. Takes it down alongside the boards, and the Heat able to knock it away briefly, but Berger comes right back up with it. Near side, Somo. Down the far boards is Woods. Heat again come up with it, clear it back out. Harris now with it. They're letting them play on these 50-50 balls. Harris across midfield, approaching the yellow. Dumps it down left side. Panton unable to get it for a clean shot. And Oliveira is able to clear it back out to the neutral zone. He'll bring it the other way. Francis looking to get back and help out Kerstetter. Oliveira is running at will, and his shot is blocked. Outside the yellow is Oliva. Here's that Somo. On the near board, Stevens sending it down to the corner. Oliveira again trying to get the shot off. Mike De Silva, great job at defending him and brings it the other way. De Silva dumping it down to the right side toward the corner, around the boards, knocked down, loose out front, cleared away. Mateo had an opportunity down there, just not at a good angle. Midway through the third, 2-1, Utica City. Out of midfield. Berger, Anang with the steal, crossing it far side, Avila. Moving into the top, and he loses it. Sent back to Taylor. Still loose near the yellow. Harrisburg comes up with it. Yuri. And Utica City, Silva. Back into his own end. Brought back out again. Alvis leaves it. Bordeaux is out there. Now it's Oliver. All the way down. Heat again with another steal. Avila. Not a lot of anything going on right now for the Heat. Just trying to maintain possession has been a chore. Harris trying to settle him down again. Plays it back for Hugo. Hugo all the way up in midfield. Now he'll play it down toward the corner. Tavernisi on it. Double teamed, it pops free, and Taylor able to grab it. Utica City again. Heat pressing up, trying to keep the pressure up front. Maybe get a quick turnover. Andrade setting it down. Oliveira moving in. Sends one up and out of play. That will give us our break at 4:51 to play in the third. Utica City 2. Harrisburg Heat 1. This is MASL Soccer on YouTube.
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at HarrisburgHeat.com.
What we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
Register your son or daughter for a Heat clinic run by Heat players pregame, and it includes a game ticket. To find out how, go to HarrisburgHeat.com. Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at HarrisburgHeat.com.
What we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
John Wilsbach back with you here in Harrisburg, 2-1. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. And of course, they just had that MASL All-Star Game up in Utica, New York. Hopefully the fans up there had a good time. And you fans in Utica City will be getting some more games this weekend. Yeah, Chihuahua comes to town on Saturday and Sunday in Utica, so get your tickets. Utica City hosting Chihuahua, and the Heat will be hosting Kansas City Saturday and Sunday, 7:05 Saturday, 5:05 on Sunday. Get your tickets at HarrisburgHeat.com. Fans, don't forget you can get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, MASL Arena on Twitter. When we start this late here in the third, 2-1. Utica City leading. Oliveira playing it back out of midfield. Elvis. Belliard. Back on the near side. Silva for Utica City. Ball sent down to the far side. Shot partially blocked on Bordeaux. Move to the right side. Belliard around the glass. Kick tie in the air out of midfield. For Stetter. Almost came up with it. Brought back in and out of play it goes by Elvis. Tomorrow Baltimore is at Tacoma. They'll play there on Sunday too. Same situation the Heat had last week with Tacoma. playing out there. Ball dumped down into the corner. Anang is on it. Knocks around. Comes back out to Harris. Along the near boards is Perry. He'll work towards the yellow. Steps in. Gets deflected and picked up by Taylor. Somo playing it back towards the yellow. Utica City holding a 2-1 lead. Berger. Dumped down for Dantas. Loose out front. That time the shot blocked by Yuri. Dantas trying to get a free on the far side. Doesn't get a call. Didn't like it. But stolen back by Utica City. Shot down the slot. Saved by Hugo. We've got a corner kick coming up here for Utica City. Restart coming from the far side. Utica City is going to position everyone the top right side of the box except Dantas on the back post, and then they'll spread it out. Shot from the right wing is up and out of play by Amati. 2:07 to go in the third. 2-1. Again, possession held by Utica City. Now out shooting the Heat 36-11. But the Heat in this game. Give up that many shots and stay in it. You're doing okay. They've got to get some offense going here. Tie this thing back up. Midfield, Elvis. Onto the left side, he'll get it back. Bordeaux onto the far side, shot around the boards. Comes over to Mike De Silva, he'll clear it back up the middle of the field. Keeper Taylor sends it back out after a good first half by Cisse. Everton Morera, the head coach there on the back of the bench. He was a great player in his day in this league. They're doing a nice job at keeping this Utica team in the number 6 spot in the MASL standings. Kerstetter to restart things, the local product out of Halifax. Play it out for De Silva to the near side for Villa. Play it down along the near boards. Alvis trying to defend and sends it back out. Headed to the opposite side by De Silva, out of play. It'll be a kick in for Utica City. Utica. And then they get Chihuahua this weekend at home. Ball headed up the middle. It goes right to Hugo. 35 seconds to go here in the third. Hugo winds up throwing it down the far side. Here's Yuri sending it around the boards. Tavernisi trying to get the foot on it. Does. That kid's block looked like it was maybe a handball, but got away with it. Utica City able to bring it back out. They got some movement down the right side. Shot just wide by Dane Andrade. Man, he had a great opportunity. Good run there by Nilton. And we have played 3. Our score, Utica City 2, Harrisburg Heat 1. Fourth quarter coming up. This is MASL Soccer on YouTube.
Fremont Mortgage Group, with a 5-star rating and over 30 years of helping home buyers and homeowners. Fremont is recognized as one of the top lenders. Refinance, home purchase, commercial loans, SBA loans, and zero money down programs offered. Complimentary home warranty on qualifying purchases, too. For more information, contact them at FremontMortgage.com or 800-955-8508. And available 7 days a week. NMLS number 1846.
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at HarrisburgHeat.com. Boys and girls, indoor and outdoor. HarrisburgHeat.com.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Register your son or daughter for a Heat clinic run by Heat players pregame, and it includes a game ticket. To find out how, go to HarrisburgHeat.com.
Back at the Farm Show Arena, John Wills back with you after 3 quarters. Utica City with a 2-1 lead. They're able to break out in the third, 55 seconds in. Oliveira, his 25th from Amati, made it 1-1, and then Dantas at 2:53 from Oliva made it 2-1. The Heat have been outshot 36-11, but 16 block shots thus far for the Harrisburg Heat. Doing a great job at collapsing around Hugo and keeping that ball out of the net. It's a 2-1 game. And he can turn it on here hopefully in the fourth and tie this thing back up and take over. We mentioned the standings. Utica City 7-4-1, and the Harrisburg Heat 2-10-1. But 8 teams go to the playoffs, and the number 8 team right now is Dallas. They're 5-11. So the Heat are just really 3 games out. And you get a good weekend, hopefully like this weekend, and put some wins together, and you are back in that playoff race. So Hugo there talking to Pat Healy, trying to get things tightened up in the back for his team. Utica City traveled down last night, and they'll be most likely going back after this game and then playing Saturday and Sunday. So Hugo is going with the Heat from our right to left. The keeper for the second half has been Andrew Taylor. We've had no penalties in this game. The Heat tried to challenge early on. Hugo quickly wants to push it up the floor, playing it down the near side. Just a little bit too far for Yuri. He gets tripped up. Just a foul. Riley Yuri He'll hobble off the field. Hopefully get back out there. Harris resetting things, playing it down to the left side. Goes around the boards. Tavernisi trying to get on it. Harris helps out, but it's cleared back out. Hugo tries setting up the middle. That gets blocked, and Francis's pass gets intercepted. Oliveira will give and go, gets it back, sends it to the far side. All the way back to the yellow line, Juan Oliva. He'll leave it alone. Nate Bordeaux will take over. Team captain Nate Bordeaux. He'll send it to the far side. Here's a steal by Francis. You want to get him with a couple steals, let him work the field. He gets by his man. He'll move in right side. Shot blocked. Comes back out front. Kept alive by the Heat. Shot there by Gamino. Keeping the pressure on. Utica City sends it out. Mike Da Silva comes back over there for the Heat. Kerstetter. Here's Anang around the boards. No one there, but he gets it back. Da Silva sending it up. Good pass there to the left. And the shot didn't get much of it by Di Matteo. And Taylor comes up with it. Loose in midfield. And Utica City with the ball. 2-1. Sent down into the corner. And Dantas complains of a hold. Not going to get it. It'll be the Heat ball. Don't forget Heat camps year-round. Train with the pros. Watch your game improve. Heat are running a youth clinic prior to games on March 27th. Go to HarrisburgHeat.com and sign up. Here comes Utica City down the left side. Dantas sends it to the middle, but a nice job there in the middle by Zach Perry to get things cleared to the side. Don't forget to visit the Heat merchandise booth next time you're near Section K here at the Farm Show. Get the latest gear for yourself or your family, or you can get it at HarrisburgHeat.com. Hugo throws it up the middle, and this one gets headed out of play. It'll be another kick in coming up for the Heat. Harris to restart. Plays it near the top, and it's sent back out, but we'll get that tripping foul against Utica City. Yeah, that was Panton going down. Rashawn trying to make that spin. Got clipped on the ankle. Free kick coming up here. Restart at the top. It'll be Harris. He'll put Tavernisi on the left side with Shear. He'll play it to Shear, and he'll pop it up and out of play. 12-11 to go here in the fourth. 2-1 is our score. We're back home against Kansas City on Saturday, 7:05. Sunday, 5:05. Utica City sending out the field. Another great job. Mike Da Silva playing on that back line tonight. Like to see him maybe come forward on a couple of attempts, because he can certainly score too. Here's that right side. Moving in is Andrade. Out to the center point, and Hugo falls to his left, making the save on the shot by Amati. Silva, Hugo, up the middle, Yuri. Nice job getting by his man. He'll move down. 3-on-2 develops. Yuri plays it over to the right side, but has to run it down with a little pressure, and it's cleared right back out by Oliva. Over to the right side, moving in. Amati. Kerstetter clears it. Brought back in again. Belliard. Over on the left side. Gets it back, score. Bottom right corner. Perfect placement on that shot by Belliard. Take another look at this one. He held it over there on that right side and got it back between he and Oliveira. Just a nice little give and go action. Time of the goal, 4:02 of the fourth. And now it's a 3-1 game. Here's Francis. He'll pull the trigger. Oh, man, Taylor may have just gotten some fingertips on that, deflected wide. By the way, Belliard's goal is his third of the season. Anang thought he had someone behind him. A little heel kick was intercepted, but here comes Harris. He gets tripped up going towards the yellow. It'll be a free kick coming up for the Heat. We got a run over there from behind by Penal. So a restart coming up here for the Heat. Harris, Francis again in the corner, knocks it off the boards, came out front. Yuri knocked it, but Utica City sending it the other way, and Yuri has it again. Here comes Yuri, good speed, moves in, goes to the left, shot hit underneath the crossbar and comes back out. Oh, just inches away on that one. Quickly, Utica City comes the other way with Berger. Right side. His shot hit off of Donis out of play. It'll be a kick in for the Heat. 9:47 to go in the fourth. 3-1, Utica City. Let's take another look at that one here. Yuri right down. Good movement. Just boom, right underneath. Hit down right on that line, but the ball has got to fully cross the line, and of course it came right back out after it bounced straight down. It is a game of inches sometimes. This time headed out. Fans catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV on YouTube and CBS Sports Golazo Network with Alex Pastavansky and Phil Levanco. Joined each week, special guests from across the league. Here's Taylor snuffing one. Back the other way comes Woods, down the middle. Had it knocked away the last moment, a little collision there, and Heat player injured on that defensive play. I'm not sure if that was Di Matteo or not. Play continues on with the Heat player injured. Still loose, Anang, heel kick, goal! Ozzie Anang with the heel kick goal. Brings the Heat back within one. Time of the goal, 5:54. Ozzie Anang's first goal with the Heat. Anang, great job coming in, stealing it from Taylor and able to just poke it in with his back pretty much facing the net. Meanwhile, at the other end, we had the injured Harrisburg Heat player that was down. And Anang makes it a 3-2 game. See what happens here as Wood comes down. It is Di Matteo. Oh, and he was able to tap the ball to Hugo, but then he got clipped from behind going down the slot. And he is injured and needs help off the field. Ouch, Joshua Di Matteo. Made a nice hustle back to break that play up. And I think it was Woods. And Woods going for the shot, clipped him hard from behind. But the Heat got a goal out of it, but we will get the replay challenge now. And there's Utica's Keaton Woods, and as you could see, Di Matteo did a great job. He got the ball first. He tapped the ball to Hugo, and Woods then clipped him from behind. It wasn't intentional, but I don't know what Utica City thought they were going to challenge on that. It was a great defensive play for Di Matteo, who paid the consequences for it. They let things play on, and at the other end, Anang was able to take advantage of it. It's a 3-2 game. The Harrisburg Heat back within one. And there he is, Ozzie Anang. At midfield, Utica City with it again. Heat picking up the pace here. Trying to climb back in this one. Turn, shot, save, Hugo. For the little ones the Heat have let get away from them in games, this is one that they can make up, get it back. So we get the foul. Free kick coming up here. All the way back to Hugo. He'll chip it down to the corner. High bounce. In front. Oh, Favilla sent it in front. Tavernese was just off the mark a little bit. But the Heat are creating opportunities. Still loose down there, and Taylor grabs on. That's the thing, creating opportunities now, which they weren't able to do early in this contest, even though they've been outshot 40-16. Look out, back the other way. Shot, save, Hugo. Big one there on Amati. He'd come up with it midfield. Favilla playing it back for Kerstetter. Now Hugo firing it up the field, and Ang trying to get to it. Favilla tapping in near side. Panton moves in, left side. Kick to the side by Taylor. Panton again keeps control along the boards. Plays it out at midfield, far side. There's Zach Perry. An Ang bicycle kick right on as Taylor are able to knock it down and then hold on. Oh, that was pretty. Would have been prettier if it had gone in, but it's still pretty. 3-2 our score. All played out of midfield. Loose ball there. Perry getting back to help out. Left side shot, another save by Hugo, this time on Penal. Midway point of this fourth quarter, 3-2. In favor of Utica City. Third meeting of the season between these two teams. Nice job there by Nang, getting it out to Francis, and he gets tripped up from behind, but nothing. There, it was a call. I don't think he heard the whistle. I didn't hear the whistle. Fans, if you disagree with the call tonight, well, you might just see it on MASL's most controversial show, Under Review, with Phil Levanco. And MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. De Silva setting it around the boards, and Taylor grabs on. Just before Scherer gets there. Ball sent back to the Heat zone. Camino battling along the side. Dantas. Camino hit one of the beams on the air conditioning duct here, so it's going to be a superstructure, which means Utica City will get the ball center point of the yellow line. 6:07 to go in the fourth. 3-2 is our score in favor of Utica City. Restart Oliveira. That shot there by Pinal is up and out of play, and we'll step out. 3-2 is our score. Utica City leading the Harrisburg Heat with 6:05 to play in the fourth. This is Harrisburg Heat Soccer on MASL TV and YouTube.
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at harrisburgheat.com.
What we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
With the call from the 6th grade. We're on.
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at harrisburgheat.com. Boys and girls, indoor and outdoor. harrisburgheat.com.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASLI Football, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASLI Football to sign up, get started, and play.
Well, fans, you can check out the Heat schedule and future games, harrisburgheat.com. Buy your tickets. You have a group, get the great discounts provided by the Heat. Contact the Heat to get more details. Next home game Saturday and Sunday. The Heat taking on the Kansas City Comets. And if you're interested in running out, having your kids run out with a Heat player during the introductions, or being part of the Parade of Champions, contact the Heat office to get more details. Your kids will love it. Just give Kevin Healy a call. Or khealy at harrisburgheat.com. Well, Hugo Silva has done a great job at keeping that ball out of the net. 43-18 are the shots on goal thus far. The Harrisburg Heat have 8 block shots. Hugo sends it out of midfield. Utica City's on it. Bordeaux, now Woods. Intercepted by Francis. They'll take it down the far side, running against Woods. Francis near the yellow. Has it poked away by Woods. Utica City has it again. On the near boards, Kerstetter trying to get to it. Intercepted back though by Amati. He'll have it along the near boards again. Bordeaux over on the far side. Berger, Heat, intercept. Uri trying to spin out of traffic, cannot. Ball moved in on the far side. Andrade, shot wide, down the slot, still loose on that left side, but Kerstetter able to get rid of it and then gets tripped up. It'll be a foul against Utica City and a free kick for the Harrisburg Heat. Right, Kerstetter a little slow getting up there. He's battled some early season injuries, and right there a nice job defensively paying the price for it. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. It's 3-2 Utica City. Nice for the Heat. Get a win here as we get the 3-line violation on Hugo. You get a day of rest, and then you're back at it with Kansas City on Saturday. So a restart coming up here at the center point of the yellow line for Utica City. Kelvin Oliveira plays it over on the left wing, and that blast is up and out of play. Goal kick for the Heat. Told you the only other game tonight, the Strikers at the Texas Outlaws. Strikers lead that in the second, 3-0. Ball sent down in the Utica zone. They'll clear it back out. Kept alive by Perry. Onto the near side for Berger. Set up along the far boards. Heat battling. Perry there trying to break it up. Still loose along the boards. A lot of movement. What a nice little run there by Sergio Pinal. Unable to finish, and the Heat lucked out on that one. Here it comes Tavernisi. Long pass down. Favilla. And now we get the delay foul called because Tavernisi got tripped up in midfield. And that's where the Heat will take back over. Good job by the ref. You can't call that immediately. Right there, you see he got bumped. And you see if the team maintains possession. If they maintain possession, you play on. We're going to get a timeout. So we'll step out. 4:03 to go in the fourth. 3-2, Utica City leading the Harrisburg Heat. This is Harrisburg Heat Soccer on MASL TV on YouTube.
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at harrisburgheat.com.
What do we do? What are you guys going to yell?
Yes! Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASL iFootball, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASL iFootball to sign up, get started, and play.
Well, the Harrisburg Heat down by 1 with 4:03 to go. They have really picked it up here in this fourth quarter. Nice goal by Ozzy Anang to cut it to within one. Keeping the pressure on Andrew Taylor. And the Heat restart things. Hugo. There's Francis. Shot wide. He will set it up again. Francis firing it up. Yuri moves into the left. Plays it down into the right corner. Anang moves closer to the box but has it knocked away. Dantas midfield. Ball dumps down on Hugo. He has to kick it back out at center circle. Somo, left side shot, saved by Hugo again. He's come up with some doozies in this contest. Anang in midfield, double teamed. Plays it back to Harris. He tried crossing it over, but Oliveira there keeping the pressure on. Ball sent down right side. Favela has it blocked out of play. Kick in coming up for the Heat. Opportunities are knocking. Let's see what they do here on the restart. They're going to go with Harris. He's going to put three out front. They'll scramble, playing it to the middle, but it was behind Tavernisi. And then it goes off of Francis out of play. It'll be a kick in for Utica City. We're back on here in Harrisburg. Kansas City at the Heat. Saturday night, 7:05. Join us. Ball sent down the near side. Good job by Mike De Silva again. Doing a nice job at guarding Kelvin Oliveira. He's third in points, most in goals. Oliveira has one goal in this one. He's 25th. Mike De Silva has done a nice job defensively on him. De Silva dumping it down left corner, but this one got away too high out of play. It'll be a goal kick coming up for Utica City. Restart for Andrew Taylor. Sends it down far side to Silva, knocks it right into the referee. Utica City keeping control with Penal. He goes down. They call the foul on the Heat. 2:30 to play in the fourth. Might soon start thinking about the sixth attacker. We'll see. They've created opportunities. Great save there by Hugo. Knocking it out of play. Man, fast reflexes. So the corner kick coming up here. Utica City, so dangerous. Bordeaux plays it for Penal over on the far side. He was kind of open there in the middle, but ball went across too fast for him. Amati, he'll blast one out of play. 2:14 to go. Down by one. Harrisburg Heat. To climb back up in this 5-game skid. Just a little bit closer to St. Louis. Take it one game at a time. Harris to Hugo. Back for Harris. A lot of pressure by Woods up front. Kenton Woods as the Heat get it back out of midfield. Anang can't get to it. Dantas plays it to his left to Woods. Woods moves in at the top. Shot just wide left. Harris brings it back out, but it's tapped right out at center circle, and Utica City has it again. Ball headed back for Taylor. He'll grab on. 1:35 to go. At midfield. Stevens sending it down to the right side for Woods. Perry helping out for the Heat. Alvis. He'll get it back. Little give and go. Shot, score. Give and go action, and Alvis finds the bottom left corner to give Utica City a 2-goal lead. Time of the goal, 13:49. Gio Alvis, his second of the season. Oliveira gets the assist. Oliveira, 1 goal and 2 assists in this. Makes it 4-2, and now you've got to go 6 attacker here in this contest. We'll take a timeout, 1:11 to play. It's 4-2, Utica City leading the Harrisburg Heat. Is there a timeout? Maybe not. There is. Okay. We'll come back after this. This is MASL TV on YouTube.
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at harrisburgheat.com.
What do we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at harrisburgheat.com. Boys and girls, indoor and outdoor. harrisburgheat.com.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASLI Football, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASLI Football to sign up, get started, and play.
Now the Heat were keeping this tight until just moments ago when Gio Alvis scored at 13:49 to give a 2-goal lead back to Utica City with 1:11 to go. Hugo's going to stay out there and play up a little tighter. No one with that 6th attacker jersey on yet. Not sure, not seeing one. Hugo playing it over to Harris. Back for Hugo at center circle. And he's got a rocket shot. Let him bust one out there by the yellow. Here's Francis. Look out. Here's the steal. Up the floor. Oliveira, he'll pop it up and out of play. Mike De Silva says, hey, that was a clean play. And now we get a blue card. Are they going to call flop? Or are they going to call it on De Silva? Looks like they're calling it on De Silva. Let's take another look at that and see. And since it was a 1-on-1 down the carpet, that will result in a shootout opportunity coming up. So Oliveira was ahead of De Silva. He comes over and kind of got that left leg in on his right just a little bit. And now we'll get a shootout opportunity here. Kelvin Oliveira. 1-on-1 with Hugo. He'll go from our left to right. With 50 seconds to go, he'll push it forward. Fakes, pulls the trigger, bullseye. 2 goals and 2 assists now for Oliveira. Time of the goal, 14:10. His second of the game, 36th of the season on a shootout. And it's 5-2, Utica City. They have outshot the Heat 48-20 as we head down the stretch here. A nice shot wide by Harris. A cleared back out as Hugo still out there. Ball goes out of play. Cleared out by Utica City, so it should be Heat ball. 37 seconds to go. Francis. Far side, Harris. Shot wide. Back out it comes. Da Silva. Tavernisi. Into the corner. Loose in front. Just wide. Still loose. And Francis this time blocked. Couple opportunities there, and somehow Utica City keeps it out of the net. Hugo's back. Oliveira near the top. Shot. Kick save. Hugo. Doesn't matter. Time has expired. Final score. Utica City 5 and the Harrisburg Heat 2. We'll come back and wrap things up on the post-game show. This is MASL TV on YouTube.
Fremont Mortgage Group, with a 5-star rating and over 30 years of helping home buyers and homeowners. Fremont is recognized as one of the top lenders. Refinance, home purchase, commercial loans, SBA loans, and zero money down programs offered. Complimentary home warranty on qualifying purchases, too. For more information, contact them at FremontMortgage.com or 800-955-8508. And available 7 days a week. NMLS number 1846.
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at HarrisburgHeat.com. Boys and girls, indoor and outdoor. HarrisburgHeat.com.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Register your son or daughter for a Heat clinic run by Heat players pregame, and it includes a game ticket. To find out how, go to harrisburgheat.com.
Well, the Heat kept it close in this one. They jumped out first, but Utica City prevails with a 5-2 victory over the Heat. Let's run down the scoring for you because there wasn't any in that first quarter. Late in the second quarter, the Harrisburg Heat get Malcolm Harris with his 5th of the season, gets blocked there and then comes back to him and he finishes it off. His 5th goal of the season makes it 1-0. Well, we move to the second half and Utica City out of the gates fast. Top scorer Oliveira puts one right in front, finishing off Amati's shot, made it 1-1 at the 55-second mark, and then 2:53. Watch Dantas here. He just rips one. Bottom right, Oliva got the assist. It was 2-1. Move to the 4th. 3-1 lead. Taken here with Belliard. So then the Heat start battling back. 5:54. Watch Anang right here, puts the pressure on. Able to break it free with a little heel kick. And the Heat make it a 3-2 game, but then a 13:49. Elvis from Oliveira, a little give and go action, finding that bottom left corner, makes it 4-2. Mike De Silva called for a penalty late. They get a shootout goal, and Oliveira able to capitalize as he got Hugo to move to his left and put it to his right. That's where you get your 5-2 scoring. Final shots in this one, 49 for Utica City and 23 for the Harrisburg Heat, but the Heat had 18 blocks. Utica City had 10 blocks in this one. So the Harrisburg Heat, another loss, unfortunately. And hopefully this weekend they can get back to their winning track as they bring Kansas City into town. The Heat now 2-11-1 on the season. Utica City goes to 8-4-1. The Heat with its 6th straight loss. Chihuahua visits Utica City for 2 games, Saturday, Sunday, and Kansas City at Harrisburg Saturday and Sunday. 7 o'clock, make that 7:05 with the kickoff here on Saturday night, and then on Sunday at 5:05. For Chad and the gang here in Harrisburg, again our final score, Utica City 5 and the Harrisburg Heat 2. John Wilsbach thanking you for joining us. Harrisburg Heat Soccer on MASL TV on YouTube.